Okay, so today I'm going to go over how to add an alert for a patient who may be due for a re-exam but does not have a future appointment. Because sometimes it may be difficult to remember, like, oh, I need to schedule that patient, that specific patient, for a re-exam on their next visit, and who knows, like, it may be a month from now or 2 months from now when they actually call to schedule, especially if you're talking about PRN patients that are due for their re-exam. So what I recommend is coming into their patient information screen, going into alerts, go ahead and click add. In this case, I don't have anything on my list that would work, so I'm going to do an enter a value not on the list. I'm going to put something to the effect of patient needs the re-exam prior to the next adjustment. I do recommend that you initial and date it just so everybody in the office knows, who put the note in, when they put the note in, what's going on. And here's the key, like right off the bat, the front desk schedule is not an option, but if you will switch from the display alert to be on all future appointments to put for it to be on starting on, just double click anywhere in this box. I just usually use today as the date. That will now come available. So what this means is when you create the appointment for a patient in the scheduler, as you go to click schedule, it will pop up this alert for you. And I also recommend that you leave it on the check-in option because what if for some reason it does get overlooked at the scheduling point, you can still salvage that re-exam on the day that they come in, just depending on what the schedule will allow. So what this looks like on the back side, let's say this is just a blank day, but let's say I'm trying to schedule Miss Landers for an appointment. Whenever I go to hit create appointment, that's where that note's going to pop up, and it's going to let me know at that point, hey, this is what needs to happen. Now it's going to say, due to the alerts, do you wish to continue scheduling the appointment? Yes or no? I'm going to go ahead and click yes. It's going to put her down. Now, sometimes if you're on the phone and you go, all right, Miss Leaders, we'll see you at 11:15, then you go to hit that, like that schedule, that create appointment button. You might have already gotten off the phone with Miss Landers before you saw the pop-up. So feel free to call her back and say, oh, Miss Landers, I'm so sorry. I booked you at 11:15, but the doctor actually has a conflict, so I'm going to need to move you. Just let her know, hey, I'm going to need to move you up or down. Which do you prefer? Do you want to come in earlier or later? And then just find a time where you can actually accommodate the re-exam. Again, I don't let her know, like, hey, I'm booking you for a re-exam because I'm not going to open that can of worms. I'm just going to find a time where it makes sense for the doctor to have that type of appointment scheduled. And then, let's say she comes in and she doesn't remember that she's supposed to have that re-exam. Then the doctor can have that conversation like, hey, do you remember last time you were here? You and I talked, this is the doctor, you and I talked about how you're due for that. And, we are going to need to go ahead and do that today. Now, the patient may choose to reschedule at that point or whatever, but you can handle it because the doctor, again, should have already gone over it prior to today. And then we booked her. And again, the doctor can handle that. So hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions, let me know.